Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you guys how to do curry goat in the Instant Pot. So here I have about 3.5 pounds of goat. I have half of a medium onion chopped fine. I kept the other half with half a scotch bonnet and one wiri pepper. That's going to go when I'm chunking the curry. So keep this one separate. Okay, so half of the medium sized onion. I have one whole pimento, Trinidad pimento pepper. This is optional. You don't have to add this if you don't have it. 3 cloves of garlic, 1 green onion, and some thyme. And I have green seasoning, black pepper, and salt. So we're going to go ahead and season the meat. So you're going to add in the green onion, thyme, pepper, onion. Now you want to add about, I'll say about a tablespoon of green seasoning. I'm going to add a little bit more of green seasoning. Don't be shy with the green seasoning. And you want to add about 2 teaspoons of salt. 1, 2. You will taste for the salt afterwards and add more. So now we're going to grate the garlic. Now after you done grate the garlic, mix all the season into the meat and you can let it marinate for an hour or 2. I would say give it about an hour at least. Let all the seasoning soak into the meat. It actually has a nice flavor to it. So all you're doing is just basically mix it all together and put it in the fridge, let it marinate for a bit, and then we're going to go ahead and do the curry. Okay, so in the Instant Pot, I put it on the saute and I added a tablespoon of vegetable oil. I've added in about a minute now. I've let it get hot. This way, so when you put the onion in, it will start cooking right away. And you kind of want to let the onion and the pepper sweat a little bit. So cover it and let it go. And I'm going to show you. So now I have 2 different types of curry. So I have 1.5 tablespoon of regular curry and 1.5 tablespoon of chief curry goat or curry duck curry. I'm going to show you what the bag looks like. So this is what the bag looks like. This is just a special blend for goat and duck. If you don't have it, you don't have to use it, but if you can get it, this will add very good flavor to the meat. And I'm also adding in, and this is totally optional, is Anchar Massala, Chief Anchar Massala. I'm only adding in 1 teaspoon of this after the meat is started cooking. So again, the Anchar Massala is totally optional. You don't have to use it if you don't have it. So now, while the onion is cooking, you want to add your curry in. And let that cook. So let that cook for a bit in the pot. And in the meantime, get yourself a little bit of water. You're going to add some water to it. So again, let this go for a bit. So you want to add a little bit of water now. And then let the curry cook. So you want to let the curry cook and dry out the water. Just add a little bit more. So while the curry is cooking, you should give it a stir every now and again, so you don't get stick to the bottom of the pan and burn. So as you can see, the curry, the water has dried out and the curry has thickened a bit. I almost get to almost like a paste consistency, and this is what you want. So at this point now you can go ahead and get the goat and put it into the pot. And give it a good stir. Now you want to leave it on saute and let this cook for a bit, okay, uncovered. So leave it uncovered and let it go for a bit. So it's been going for about 3 to 4 minutes now, and as you can see, it's starting to bubble a little bit. So let that bubble up and let that water dry out a little bit. So now I'm going to add the Anchar Massala. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon. Actually, half of a teaspoon. Just a little bit of Anchar Massala, and I'm going to give that a stir. So in the meantime, while this is cooking, you should put a kettle with hot water to boil. It will help speed up the cooking time. So I'm going to let this go again for another 5 minutes. So it's been cooking for about 10 minutes now, and you can see it let out a lot of its own natural water, and that's kind of what you want. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add, I have 2 medium-sized potatoes that I chopped in chunks. I'm going to add that in, and now we're going to add in the hot water that we had. So you want to add just enough water to cover the meat. So at this point you kind of want to taste the salt level, and if it needs a little bit more salt, add a little bit more salt now, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pressure it. So that's, close the lid, put it on seal. So you want to put it on pressure and set it for 35 minutes and let that go. So it has finished pressure, and I let it cool down for 10 minutes before I release it and open the lid. At this point, I want you to check for tenderness of the meat. If it needs to pressure a little bit more, put the lid back on, let it go for another 5-10 minutes. Again, it's up to your liking. Taste for salt, add more salt now, and there you go, curry goat.